Fabiyi Odekunle is standing by to bring us up to speed with some interesting stories. Olamide, good morning.
Good morning, guys. I'm going to take it right away.
Absolutely.
Good morning, everyone. As usual, TVC has a finger on the pulse. So if something is trending, I am definitely going to be talking about it here on Trending Now. And our first story is a gruesome one. A tragic domestic dispute in Ekiti has ended in the deaths of a couple identified only as Caleb and Tate. In a gruesome fight that has shocked residents of the state capital, according to reports, Caleb, a security agent, was fatally attacked by his wife, Tate, who allegedly cut off his private parts. In retaliation, he stabbed her multiple times on her head, neck, and private parts, leading to her death as well. Now, the exact cause of this violent altercation remains unclear, but sources are saying that their bodies have been deposited at the morgue of a popular hospital in Ekiti. Can you imagine that? A couple found by people dead, killed each other gruesomely. I'm going to take some tweets. EJ says, love is the deadliest of all emotions because it is a cocktail of the bad emotions, fear, lust, jealousy, wrath, and pain. Cyberplunk says, the rate of murder and crime coming out of the Southwest is glaring. Has it always been like this, or was it being underreported? And finally, Fashi says, I visited the scene and it was bloody as the husband, who is a police officer, was lifeless with his wife. It was their kids that even noticed blood coming out of the room that they both slept in alone. The husband is an ASP, and I know him very well, but I am shocked that they did this to themselves. Unfortunately, because the photos are so gruesome, we are not able to display them to you, the general public. But if you have time, go and see that. It is extremely scary and disheartening to see. In my next story, the Ekiti State Police Command has arrested 23-year-old Solomon Fabiyi for allegedly attempting to use his 7-year-old nephew, Jomiloju, for a money ritual. Now, according to the Superintendent of Police, Sunday Abutu, the state police spokesperson, Fabiyi lives with his parents and the young boy in Ekiti, and he was apprehended on Friday before he could carry out this heinous act. Now, the herbalist is said to have alerted the police when Fabiyi brought the child to be used for the ritual. That is so ironic. You carry someone for money rituals, and it's the herbalist that reports you. Crazy. Shegun Oladejo tweeted, a 23-year-old boy wants to be driving Benz. Yoruba Ronu. GPM says, if you ask what work he is doing, he won't be able to say anything. You're 23-year-old looking for money by all means. This guy turned to a young adult on his 18th birthday, and at 23, he's already finding money by all means. Which effort has he taken before 18? Ugh. And finally, Double Chief had this to say. He says, can he pay this one successfully? He would be claiming techie and crypto guy, claiming the most successful youngie. Kashama Rora with these young guys. They are desperate and greedy. This is indeed a tale of greed, as we can see. I mean, you have a nephew that you've been raising for 7 years. You've been living in the home with him, and Veronica and Ibrahim, and you have the chutzpah and the hubris to take him for money rituals. What godlessness.
Fortunate that this is happening again. Family member doing this to a family member as well. It goes to show that the depth and the crave for wealth is going beyond just picking anybody from around the vicinity, that people are now looking inwards to their family. It's quite scary as it is. Unfortunately, this is happening to someone who is just 23 years old, who should be thinking about how to, get better in education and how to build his life. He's looking to rituals, but it's kudos to the herbalist who decided to report him. Perhaps he knew the families of this person, and he decided, you know what, I will expose you. And that was a good one. To the couple who killed themselves, the stories, there are divergent reports with regards to what happened, because a lot of persons came to see that these persons were dead. Some are saying perhaps it was an attack, but the truth of the matter is still not known. My concern are the children that they left behind. what the situation will be for them right now, who has kept them in custody and who will raise them. It's a sad and unfortunate incident.
For the 23-year-old guy who wanted to become so overnight, so rich, I don't know, is it peer pressure? Is it mental? Is it, I don't know, because if you look at the era, is the era of this, exactly, the era of social media where people flaunt riches, they watch movies, they see musicals, and they see how these guys, flaunt monies, flaunt riches, and all of that. We should begin to clamp down on how some of these things, are displayed. You see young kids, spraying money, doing anyhow. I don't know. Where is our values? Where do we keep our values, rather? Our parents, what are they saying? What kind of, education are they imparting in these young kids? There's a whole lot that we need to do. This is really, really moral decrepit, honestly.
It's extremely unsettling to see that these cases are so personal and they're happening within family units. It's a shame.